David Zublick here with your Dark Outpost morning update. But first, the world is falling apart. As a matter of fact, we're going to have a story on our regular broadcast today at high noon on Rumble, which is going to make you really think about what's in your food supply and whether or not there is a food shortage. You're going to wonder what it is you're eating when you buy whatever food is available, unless you think about this in advance and do something about it in advance. Look, every day there's another shocking headline in the news. It makes you wonder what tomorrow's going to bring, right? That's a fact. And that's why those who know what's coming use today to prepare. They don't wait. They use today to prepare. Now, I'm talking about getting your family some high-quality food from My Patriot Supply. They're America's leading company in preparedness. They've served American families for over 14 years now. And now they want to help you by giving you $50 off their popular 4-week food supply. You get 4 weeks of food per person with meals designed to give you more than 2,000 healthy, and I do mean healthy, calories a day. By the way, the food stays good for up to 25 years in storage, so it'll be there when you need it. Other food, well, it goes bad fast. So don't wait. Visit the website that's been sped up, especially for my viewers, preparewithdavid.com. That's preparewithdavid.com. Go there today. Get $50 off their popular 4-week food supply at preparewithdavid.com. All right. You still think it's science? Do you? Okay. We're getting more and more weird protocols. You know that the kids are back at school now, and many of them are being required to wear masks across the country all day long, which is harming them. It's child abuse. Let's make no mistake about it. Well, now it's getting even worse. There's a particular school, the Geiger Montessori School in Tacoma, Washington. Now, this elementary school has introduced a policy in which they are requiring children to wear face masks even when they're chewing, swallowing, or talking during lunchtime. In an email to parents, Geiger Montessori principal Neil O'Brien has said that children would be spaced out in a ventilated cafeteria and could remove their face masks only to take a bite or drink. O'Brien's email reads, quote, "Yes, children should wear masks during lunch. They can lower it to take a bite or a drink and raise it to chew, swallow, or talk. Our cafeteria has a fantastic airflow system, and children are spaced apart, and when over 100 of them are in one large room, we need to treat lunchtime as a dangerous time for all. Children need to continue wearing their masks during lunch." Well, guess what, folks? There was a little bit of outrage about that. Parents spoke up, and as a result, that particular rule has been retracted. But it already created a peculiar scene at lunchtime. After swallowing food in their mouths, children are asked to raise their masks to chew, swallow, or talk. Unbelievable, folks. If your school is pulling some kind of crap like this on your kids, please get them out of there right now. It's time. Get them out. Homeschool them. This isn't even a public school. This is a Montessori school. This is a private school. If you're paying tuition for this, on top of the tax dollars that you pay to send other kids to public school, and this is the kind of crap your kids are being subjected to, get them out of there, folks. Get them out now. All right? Very good. What else is going on regarding COVID? Let's see. Pfizer CEO Dr. Alberto Bourla said Sunday on ABC's This Week that he wants the entire population to receive yearly booster shots against the coronavirus. Anchor George Snuffleupagus started the interview by, I know it's Stephanopoulos, the World Health Organization reiterated this week that now is not the time for widespread rollout of booster shots. Instead, they said wealthier nations should focus on getting first shots to countries with low vaccination rates. What's your response to that? Borla responded, quote, I think the answer is to give both boosters and doses to other people. That is why we have invested so hard and pushed our scientists and engineers to work so hard to produce enough doses for all. Stephanopoulos then asked, Moderna CEO said the pandemic is on course to be over in about a year. Do you agree with that? Borla said, I agree that within a year, I think we will be able to come back to normal life. I don't think that this means that the variants will not continue coming. I don't think that this means that we should be able to live our lives without having vaccinations, basically, but that, again, remains to be seen. He said the most likely scenario, as far as I'm concerned, is because that the virus is spread all over the world, that we will continue seeing new variants that are coming out, and we will also have vaccines that will last at least a year. A year! A year! Is that a vaccine if it only lasts a year? He said, I think that most likely scenario is annual revaccinations, but we need and wait to see the data. Wonderful. Speaking of that, Moderna's CEO says young people are also going to need COVID vaccine boosters. Yes. He says that would mean a two-tier society which punishes the unvaccinated, and this could also remain in place indefinitely. Predicting that the pandemic would be over in a year, the Moderna chief said that seniors will need yearly boosters and the rest of the public, well, every 3 years. According to Stephen Bancel, the pandemic will continue for at least another year, at which point there will be enough vaccine doses so that everyone on this earth can be vaccinated. This includes jabs for infants. Remember, I told you last week, Tony Blair wants jabs for infants and booster shots for those who require them. Folks, I'm telling you something. Kids don't need these vaccines. Don't let your kids get them. Don't let your children get them. Big pharmaceutical companies are standing to make billions from these COVID vaccine boosters. It's according to the Associated Press, billions more in profits are at stake for some vaccine makers as the U.S. moves forward dispensing COVID-19 booster shots to shore up Americans' protection against the virus. Though the Food and Drug Administration has only approved the Pfizer booster shot for Americans 65 and older, as well as high-risk Americans, experts predict booster shots will soon be available for all Americans, which will include products from Moderna and Johnson & Johnson. And with that comes big profits. This is a money-making scheme, folks. A money-making scheme. Remember that. All right, what else is going on? The Army is apparently in a tizzy because several Afghan refugees at Fort Bliss are being investigated by the FBI for the brutal rape of a female soldier. The news comes just days after 2 Afghan refugees were arrested for child rape, for raping their own brides. Oh, by the way, did I tell you the brides are underage? They're like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, the FBI has opened an investigation into the assault of a female soldier by several Afghan refugees at the U.S. Army's Fort Bliss base in New Mexico. The alleged assault took place on Sunday at around midnight when at least 3 men allegedly attacked the soldier near her car after she arrived for work at the Dona Ana complex, which had been accepting refugees airlifted out of Afghanistan. He said, we can confirm, Lieutenant Colonel Allie Payne, Director of Public Affairs for the Fort Bliss and 1st Armored Division, said, we can confirm a female service member supporting Operation Allies Welcome, reported being assaulted on September the 19th by a small group of male evacuees. The female soldier has not been investigated. The soldier has received medical care and counseling following the assault. She was reported to have recovered from her physical injuries. Folks, sad we're letting these people into the country, bringing in pedophilia, child sex trafficking, disease, all kinds of things, rape, torture. It's sick. We're living in a sick society, folks. All right, coming up today on Dark Outpost, live on Rumble at 12 noon Eastern Time. We're going to have a great show coming up. We got a story about your food being poisoned by big pharmaceutical companies who want you and your loved ones to get the vaccine. And if you refuse, you're going to be poisoned. Yeah, you're going to want to know about that. Also, we're going to be visiting with Airman Jim T. Francisco with the latest on UFOs and other paranormal phenomenon. We're also going to be talking with Ryushin Sean Malone about the Orion Lines. And Micah Dank joins us to break down the code of the Book of Jubilee. I hope you'll join us today at high noon Eastern Time on Rumble for Dark Outpost. This is David Zublick with your Dark Outpost Morning Update.